Okay, well, good evening, everybody. My name is Tracy Charrington. I am the product program manager for East Central Nebraska, which is basically Omaha and its surrounding parts. On the call with us this evening is Vicki Hannes, who covers the Northeast part of Nebraska for us, Kyla Endorf, who handles Central and Western Nebraska, as well as Mickey Ty, our product program director. I've put all of our contact information in the chat. So if you have any specific questions about your specific area, feel free to reach out to your product program manager. We will have time for people to ask questions on this call. This is a very informal presentation session. So we want to make sure you have the opportunity to ask questions about anything that pops into your brain. Make that go away. Tonight we're talking about, now last week we finalized the 2 weeks ago, we finalized the in-person order card sales, and last week we closed out the Girl Delivered. So those are the products that now you have to pick up and get distributed to your Girl Scouts. Distribution of those orders varies by by what part of the state you're in. If you are in East Central in the Omaha area, you have received a Sign Up Genius to sign up for a pickup time on November 7th. We distribute out of Igo United Van and Storage, which is just off the interstate on 144th Street, kind of out by Stat Brothers. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. I can give you further directions and GPS information if you need that. As far as other areas of the state, either your PSC will or has contacted you or will be contacting you about setting up a time to go pick up your product. So that is something you'll work with your particular areas volunteers to get the exact dates and times for each of you. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and show you a little bit in M2OS information, that's resources that are available out there for you to help with, there we go, to help with this whole process of picking up your product and distributing it to your Girl Scouts, because that's where we're at now. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Tracy.
Thank you, Vicki. I am currently logged in. I have 2 troops that I'm responsible for. So I'm logged in as the troop. I'm going to have an extra step when I go through this because I'll have to choose a specific troop. But for you, it should just be your troop information. I did hide the campaign metrics. If this will be a little different than your dashboard when you log in, you might have all of this information about last year's sales and this year's sales, and you can leave that up, or you can always hide that and get right to the navigational pieces that you need for handling pickup distribution. Excuse me. When you get to your delivery station where you're picking up your product, it's going to be PSC's home, the church, I'm not sure where else, but they will have available what we call delivery tickets. And I'm going to pull up here, show you what it's going to look like. 7 for my troop. And you can, when we're pulling them, if we include financials, that is going to bubble up for you what you actually owe the council, or what they may owe you if you've had more online sales than in-person sales. So when you create your ticket, I'm going to leave the include financials on there so you can see what it looks like. It's just a PDF, and it will show you how many cases of each product you're getting and then how many of the loose items. Because with fall product, if you know, we do not have to case up. You get just exactly what the girls sold. So you'll get full cases and loose products. And then this is going to show you both orders. But then as I showed you down here below is where the financials will show what you owe, payment due to the troop, because I pulled this for a girl. I got ahead of myself. One moment. Let me go back and show you the one for the troop. Great. There we go. That looks more like a reasonable number. And it will have the contact information up here for the troop. kind of give you a clue. Then you'll count it with whomever is helping you at your distribution site or your delivery station. You will sign. There's a place at the top where you can sign and date it that you did receive everything and that you have seen the amount due, the payment due to council. That's what's going to be due on December 10th. Will ACH withdraw that amount from your troop account? So you're going to collect all the money from the girls and put everything into your troop account. We're just going to take out the amount that's due to the council, leaving your troop profit in your troop account for you to use for your Girl Scout adventures here for the rest of the year and moving into next 2026. So you'll see this type of paperwork that you'll sign and date, and most places will give you a copy of it so that you have the information at your fingertips. Excuse me. Now, let's go to the next ticket, which is where I did it by Girl Scout, because when you're ready to distribute to your girls, then get out of my way. You'll pull up the ticket for them. Hold on. Is this the girl one or is this the troop one? This is the troop one. Why is this? There we go. Sorry about that. It closed out my stuff. Completely. Give me 1 second. I sincerely apologize. Here we go. I'm going to log in as my troop. And to get to your delivery tickets under product management, you just go to delivery tickets and then you'll Girl Scout tickets by troop. And you can do everybody, just leave it as all Girl Scouts, or you can pick specific names. So I'll just leave them all there. And you create the tickets. Like I said, it's PDF. And then it shows the cases and the loose ones that they have, and then what they owe the troop. Then that factors in any of their online sales and all of that
Tracy,
information. Yes.
we're not seeing the delivery ticket. All we see is the M2OS screen, and we can see your mouse moving, but nothing else is happening.
Oh, how weird. Wait, so you can you see M2 now?
I can see M2, but nothing's moving. All we can see is your mouse moving.
Oh, okay.
You might have to stop sharing and share again.
I was just going to say, let me stop sharing and share again. We'll share and share alike. Oh, this little navigation bar is not being helpful. All right. Let's try this again. How about now?
Now we can see the delivery ticket.
Yay! All right. So it looks very similar to the troop one, obviously, but it has the Girl Scouts name and contact email up at the top, and the place for the parent to sign and date when they pick up from you. Excuse me. And then, of course, the payment that's due to the troop. You'll want to make sure you collect all that before the ACH date. If you're accepting checks from your parents, you don't accept checks from individual customers, but if you're allowing your parents to pay the troop with a check, remember those do take several days to clear. So you want to make sure you get those into your bank account several days before the December 10th withdrawal date. These tickets will be printed once the online orders have closed next Monday. So if there's financials on here, it will have taken all those into consideration into the totals due from the troop, as well as the totals to the girls, or from the girls. If you have delivery tickets that do not have the financials on it, that simply means that they needed to be run so that the delivery station can pull and pack the orders before we could close out the online sales completely. So there may be some areas of the state that won't have the financials. If it doesn't, your product program manager can get you that information, or you can always look in your M2OS site under reports. Go to special reports. It's going to give you, oops, sorry, you want products and financials. Gives you a nice spreadsheet. You can manipulate all the data in Excel. It's a lot of data. It gives you everything across the board, Girl Scouts names, all the contact information, but then you can scroll on over all the way to the end. It shows you everything that she received, all the
Tracy,
products.
we're not seeing
You're not seeing anything again? How
not
come you're
seeing the Excel
seeing it?
spreadsheet.
Why is it doing this to us? Okay. Stop sharing. Share.
Tracy, is it
No.
opening on your second screen?
I don't have a second screen.
Okay. And that's not it.
Nope. Let me take this one more. Nope. That's the delivery tickets. I want to see my spreadsheet. Stop sharing. Windows, 4 of them. How about now?
There you go.
Yes, spreadsheet. Technology's grand. Okay, so it's a very, I'll scroll back real quick and show you. It's a really long spreadsheet. So you have to think horizontally when you're dealing with data in the M2OS system. And it gives you all the products, bark boxes, tumblers, everything. You scroll all the way over and it's going to give you the totals to be paid. How much they sold total, how much is due to the troop. So you can get your actual financials here in real time at any point. So if they're not printed on the delivery ticket, this is a way to go and figure out what the girls do owe you. I'm to go to a different program because you're not going to see it. But are there any questions so far? Put them in the chat, or you can just raise your hand and we'll call on you. All right. Just clicking through, deliver tickets, paper orders. If you did opt out of rewards, you should have gotten your reward opt-out contracts to your PSC last week. So that also is calculated into those totals on the delivery tickets down here. It takes into account if you're getting the 18% or the 20% in troop proceeds, where it's on the troop one, it has the line for the troop proceeds on it. Team, at this juncture,
We have a question. I gotta scroll down
yes.
for it though. Hold on. Can another leader from our troop pick up the product?
Yes.
That's from me,
I don't know who that-
Tracy. That's from me.
Oh, hey, Adele.
Hey, I signed up, like I did all this stuff, but I didn't know if another co-leader could pick it up. Or
Sure.
it has
If
to
you're
be me.
no, if you're comfortable with the other leader taking on that for you, that's fine.
Okay. That works.
We don't
Thank you.
require you to show ID or anything at the warehouse.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thanks for checking. Any other questions? Hey, team, what am I not covering here? What am I missing? Anything that you can think of that would apply at this juncture?
Tracy, the only thing I would stress is that when the girls and parents come to pick up product, you count everything carefully and make sure everything matches and that they're taking the right product with them. So
Definitely.
Schedule a
Promising
little time.
practice.
Yep.
Yeah, promising practice is do what we do with our troops. Schedule your parents at exact times, maybe every 10, 15 minutes, and hold the orders before all the girls start to come and pick up. So then you have it all laid out and you know everybody's got what they're supposed to have in case you get home and can of honey roasted peanuts rolls under the front seat. It happens every year. You get to the bottom and you're like, I'm short of honey roasted peanut. But that's always a promising practice, is to do all that before, so that it does go smoothly when you're there with the parent and you have everything available to have them count with you and confirm the products and the amount owed. And then at that time, you can always remind them of your due dates that you expect them to pay you, how you are accepting payment from them, if they need to bring you cash, or if you're going to allow them to accept checks, or submit checks. All that information can be relayed there when you're distributing to your girls. And then they will go forth and deliver to their customers, collecting payment for the in-person ones. That's the money that they're going to be bringing to you. That's the amount due to the troop, is for their in-person sales. And the girl delivered items have already been paid off through the credit cards, through the M2OS site. So they won't have that side of it to contend with. Just what they sold in person on their order card for money. And we got to
Tracy,
look
they can
at,
also use their parent permission forms for distribution and for payment receipts as well.
that's what I was going to show. Thank you, Vicki.
Mhm.
I would bring up the form for you, but you probably won't be able to see it. But it's the form they signed the top part of. You can use the middle section there as their receipt. You can use the delivery ticket to help you pull and pack the order, but that form that they signed, that has the carbon copies on it, so you can give them a copy when they pick up the product, and then give them back the white copy when they pay you in full. So that kind of gives you a little backup, something to receipt to actually give to the parents when they're picking up from you as well. So you can certainly utilize that form for final distribution. The whole time, the girls have been able to choose their rewards in the M2OS. In fact, I'm not sharing anymore. So you'll want to encourage them to continue to do so. Make sure they get in there and enter their choices if they have one. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Cool. So this is kind of into the next town hall. We'll talk a little bit more about this when it comes time for the reward order to come to. But basically, you can go into rewards and it'll show you who's earned what. Double click on here. Double click, and it's going to show you the options. If there was something she hadn't picked the choice for, it would show as a little red triangle at the end of her name here, at the end of the column. But Tycia has selected all of her prizes. So you can double click on that and you can see that. Or there are delivery tickets for the rewards as well. So when you're in delivery tickets, looking at what to do for the girls, make sure you're under product delivery tickets. If you scroll down here, you'll see you can get your reward delivery tickets down there. And that will give you an easy way to pull and pack what they are going to get from you. Show you that. Did it show you the spreadsheet or the form?
Yep,
Or did
it
my
did this time.
Fine, it's going to work now. But you can see if she chose nut bucks for any of them, they're in there. All of the items are all listed by girl. So you can use this to pull the rewards once you pick those up. That's a whole, like I said, that's a whole nother town hall. Similar process, you'll be picking up from your PSCs, your delivery stations in the Omaha area. Rewards will come through either the Dream Lab or your PSC. Some of the PSCs are going to take on reward distribution so that you can have what you need in your own area of town rather than everybody having to come down to the Dream Lab and pick up their rewards in December. But you'll get, again, in Omaha, you'll get a Sign Up Genius to schedule that, or a communication from your PSCs to schedule reward pickup. And that'll come later on in a couple of weeks once we've got the products out and the girls have distributed everything and we're ready for the rewards to come through. So the delivery tickets are a nice quick snapshot. You can always use the reports like I showed you, that very long report. I'm going to go to my reports now. And that will give you the information about their rewards as well as their individual products and financials if you need those. Those are under under Girl Scouts. Otherwise, you can run your troop data under those reports. Other questions? It doesn't have to do with anything about the program so far. Stop sharing my screen again. These always go so quickly. Hoping everybody had fun with their program. And they're still out there hitting it strong in the last few days of online direct ship. I was noticing that the candles were looking really well. Those make such great holiday gifts.
Mhm.
Recommend to reach back out to your customer and say, hey, did you see that we had banana nut? Did ya? We need that one. If nobody has any questions, we can close up for this evening.
I have one more question right quick. I was
Sure.
trying to find the report and I'm not having luck. Where do I go to find the report for dues? Like, I mean, the amount that still is owed to the troop? I know you
Okay,
said it was under a
Oops.
Excel.
Let me reshare my screen again. So you're
Sorry,
looking
I
for
was-
the report in M2OS that shows you
the balance
what
is due.
what the troop owes or what the girls owe.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do one of two ways. You can go to the delivery tickets,
Mm-hmm.
and when you pull it, make it include financials.
Okay. But that shows the ones that have already paid too. Is there one that shows just the ones that haven't paid?
Adele, I'm not following your question because this
Uh,
just shows the total amount due to the council.
Right, but I'm saying like the ones that the girls that still owe money to the troop. Is there one that just shows those girls?
The delivery ticket is going to show you each girl. Let me pull up one for a girl. I know Ticey has some. So you'll have this is the amount she owes.
Mm-hmm.
If they're, I don't know about the other girls in there.
But I know like the ones that I was looking at, like some of them paid and it still has the balance. Like it doesn't zero it out.
Well, there's there's not a place for you to record their cash payments in
Okay.
M2OS.
So I just have to look it
So
up
when you
and
say
let them
they've
know.
paid, yeah, it would be on the big 3-part form
Okay.
that you have that would have
Okay.
calculated out.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know
These
if there
reports are going to
was.
show what they owe total. It won't have in there what they still owe. I mean, what they've paid,
Okay.
except for any online payments that they've received.
Okay. Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah, you can either do the Girl Scout products and financials or the delivery ticket. Either one is going to show you how much they finally owe, the total amount
Okay.
they owe.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Two ways
Hey,
to get there.
Tracy, where does it show like the online payments on that form?
Down here at the bottom. We have the online magazine sales, the direct ship nut sales, the online girl delivered, and the order card. So this is all the payments that have been received or orders that are owed for.
Okay, sounds
So
good. Thank you.
her total sales was 472. She collected online through the direct ship, girl delivered, online magazines, which is everything that should say magazines and more. She's collected 360 some odd dollars. I don't have my glasses on. It shows how much she is needing to collect from her customers, which is in turn how much she's going to owe to the troop. It kind of spreads it over the bottom. It's not like in like a nice column on the report. When you do the report, it does Again, it will show you as you scroll over. Did that go to the report screen? Can you see the spreadsheet? Yes?
Not,
No,
not yet.
No, dang it. Stop sharing. Reshare. Windows open. Spreadsheet.
There you go.
yep,
There we go. Okay. So this too, it's going to show you the same kind of data, Adele. If you scroll all the way through all the products and everything, then you get into the money she sold, how much was collected online, what was girl delivered, what was part of care to share, all the, I'll move my little thing here, all the different products, bark boxes, tumblers, handles, all the way through, bubbling up what is total was sold. Can I get that out of the way? Total sold, how much been paid online, if anything's been collected, or how much is to be collected. That'd be the amount due. So you can kind of, if you're an Excel person and likes to slice and dice the data, pull up the reports. If you prefer to have just everything spelled out for you in a PDF, you can always pull up the delivery tickets.
Tracy,
Okay.
move it over to the right a little more so they can see the last column.
What
The
am I
last
moving
column
over
we
to the
can
right?
see is total collected.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. This
Yeah,
right here.
so go over one more, move it over to B8. There
Yeah.
you go.
There it
There
has
you
the
go.
Yeah.
balance and how much they
The
owe.
There's
balance
the amount due to
right
the
there.
Okay.
So now then I can tell you right now, this is not accurate because I have not collected any money. This is what they should be collecting from their customers. So this is due to us. Now, if you
I've
go
collected from
and
a few people. So
did you enter a payment in the M2OS system? Adele?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that should show here in the total collected column.
Okay.
Dang it. It's flashing. Okay. Stop sharing again because I know it doesn't let me go back and forth between my screens. Did that help any?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else?
Tracy, there is a question in the chat. Sydney wants to know the forms the parents signed at the top. Can you tell me again which ones I keep for whatever reason and which ones the parents get after paying in full what their girl owes?
Sure. On that, it's a three-part, right? They get it's a pink copy when they pick up the product. And then when they pay you, they get the white copy back and you keep the yellow copy for your troop records. Reason being is when they pick up, you're going to ask for ID because you're giving them product that they haven't paid for. So that's just a little guarantee of payment. So if something should come up, we have that information. But once they've paid you, you want to give that information back to them. So they get the white copy when they've paid in full. Did that answer the question?
She's typing.
Oh, yes, thank you. Perfect. Anything else? We certainly hope that your girls have had a good time, that it's given them a little taste. They're getting excited for cookies. We are excited for cookies to be coming just right around the corner. If you didn't make it to a leader meeting where you tried the new Explore Mores, you're going to like them. They're pretty good. Been very positively received. So we will go ahead and give you back part of your evening. You have other questions?
Thank you.
We'll hold on for a couple minutes, but otherwise go forth, have fun. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, everybody. Jamie, Lisa, or Monica, did you have questions? Thanks, Jamie. Stop recording.